What's up guys, this is Synchronize here, welcome back to Minecraft. Today I'm showing you one of the, well, two more features I'm adding to both my adventure map and a little PvP battle arena I am doing for the Deathproof PvP server. Now this here is the warrior class. I've just tweaked it a bit so I can spawn in all the items easy enough. I haven't actually set up the item spawning yet, but be easily duplicatable. Now this up here is not actually they get the potion, they get the ability of strength. So I'm gonna have signs here and here just saying not potions, abilities. So let's start at the end actually. So here we have the hunter. Now the hunter has chainmail armor, a bow. They would have infinity and say like power 1 on that bow. They'd also get 10 arrows, but it just shows the main weapon. They also get speed free, which means because they take quite a while to draw the bow to bring up to full power, means that the enemies might be moving too fast for them or something. They might not be able to get in the shot. But they also have to draw the bow and then fire it. So they can't just do like quick attacks, so that's why I give them speed, so just in case they need to run away and someone's coming after them, they can run away to a safe distance and then start shooting at them from that distance. Next up, warrior, already mentioned that, it's got strength, but he's also going to have blindness or slowness, either or. More likely slowness. Just because I'm going to give him like a high dose of strength, but slowness just needs to be moderate. Just he'll be like the kind of tank class, medium damage swords, but I'll put the highest damage out of a lot of them, but also the slowest. This here is the mage. It's got a little wand thing. It's not really a wand, it's a hoe, diamond hoe as you can see. They will have regeneration and invisibility as their abilities. Armor wise, just leather, the lightest armor of all the classes. Up here, yep, there we go. Up here we have the class selectors, and by pressing like the button, not the command button, by pressing the button, it'll make you join that class. Now, classes aren't actually teams, I've just set the classes up as scores, which does actually make it considerably easier. So the players don't have to be on two separate teams. I have command blocks over here that will detect the score and give them effects depending on what their score is. For the demonstration, what should we do? Let's do hunter. We'll do another one afterwards. So it sets score of speed for me to 4. We've just got to set up as 4 as the default. In here we should have the light on. Light is actually, it tells you when abilities are ready to be captured, and the way you can capture them is by jumping up these. These aren't going to be here. You'd have something that looks more like this, and it's a tough jump. Well, tough not to clip yourself in the lava. So you can jump across. Oops. Or if lag kills you, you can jump across these like so, and then get up here. For this side, we would just go along the side and up here. The reason it snakes round like this is to allow the other team some time to shoot at you while you're mounting it, because if you just went straight up a ladder or something, it would probably give them they could probably just run at you with the sword, knock you off, and then they'd go up it and someone would just knock you off. So this is maybe something that's relatively easy to get, but also quite exposed, so the other team can get you and then get it for themselves. Block of redstone. Right, so let's say we've done the parkour. and we climb to the top, and we jump, catch yourself in the cobweb, and set score 2. Okay guys, we had a minor hiccup in the system. I'd actually broken one of the repeaters in the ceiling while breaking through and breaking back in. But that's all fixed now, so we should be ready to go. So if I run up, I jump, I stand there. There we go. It plays me a little jingle. It gives me the bottle of enchantment, and it sets my score to 2. I've also got a team detector up there that will test for players with the score 2, and it will give the rest of their team score of 2, which gives them all bottles of enchanting. And to activate the ability, let's just head into survival. Remember, we selected speed, so it should give us speed. Let's drop this bomb, and boom, we got speed. So this would be really useful. Say you're really near to the enemies, or you've got lots of them coming at you, you need to get away quick. You drop that, and you're off. Now, it does only last for 10 seconds, but it's an ability, not like a stat. So you don't have permanent speed boost. That would just be overpowered. Having it as like a one-use thing, well, sorry, it's not one use. You can actually say that when the light comes back on again, and it lets you know that you can go claim another ability, you battle your way up to the top, you battle people for it, and you get it for your team, you can revive your ability. That there setting your score to 0 means that you can no longer use your abilities. Having the abilities on a timer just so both teams can't be like stockpiling their abilities and just holding them in one area. I mean, you could technically stockpile them, but then use them all within the limit, and that's entirely allowed. But the way I want to have it, generally, is so that the other team can't just hoard up all their abilities. They have to use them in the time granted. So as soon as you take it, you use it. So yeah, you can see it almost neutralized, up for grabs soon, as in for the other team. And your abilities won't last long, use them quick. So once they're done, you just go do it. I'll just show you the stuff here. So first of all, we've got a clock. When an XP bottle is thrown, this gives speed or the other abilities, of course, that I've just added. This was just... this here gives players speed boost if they're level 2 or over. But it also checks to see if they've got... if they had claimed the ability up there. Removes all the levels. This just does it for all players with level 2. And this here gives players 33 XP, which brings them up to 1 XP off of level 2, as you can see from the site. Now these here all add effects depending on what class you selected. So this one here is slash effect, target all players with the ability. They've taken the ability for their team, pretty much, and also our warrior class. That one there, same deal as mage class. This one here is also mage class, and this one here is the archer. For this guy here though, I am actually going to add one for slowness. It's only slowness one. Up here we have the other redstone, and I'll try and explain it as best I can, but it's quite complex. So here we have a test for command. This tests for a player in that range down there that you saw me jumping for. This power, when there's a player in that area, this comparator powers this block, which unpowers this redstone torch, which will allow this piston to retract. Say there was no stone in here and it was all in here, this piston would stay retracted, extended anyway. So this doesn't really matter. This is just to hold it in that position until someone goes down there. So it acts kind of like an AND gate going into an RS NOR latch, pretty much. Right, so when it isn't activated, and it slides over here. So say I just got it, this would slide back to this position here, and it would set the score. Sorry, this is after a wee while, so it's giving you time to use the ability, and it'll set your ability score to 0, which means that you can no longer use the abilities. But when you do get an ability, this slides back, so it's no longer setting your score to that. It powers this, which is just a pulse limiter. It does a really nice little quick pulse through here. This sets your score to 2. Sets your score off. Well, it's called 2 in here, but 2 basically represents having ability, or 2-0 represents not having the ability. So 2-1 gives you the ability. This here is just to give the rest of the team. So you can see I've got /scoreboard players set. All players in Team Red with scored. Well, any player in Team Red with scored to, yeah. And that'll set that team once I set it up properly, but I haven't set it up properly at the moment, so need to fix it a wee bit. This one here does the same thing but for blue, and once the command has passed through all these, it'll do a nice little jingle. This one here is what gives the players the XP bottle, and the reason it's on a delay is so it allows the rest of the team to get the item before it starts handing them out. Because say these were longer and these were shorter, then it would only give it to the player that collected it. These here just tell you when the ability is almost ready, and the way it works is the little hopper timer in here. Well, not the little hopper timer, the comparator here senses when this is full or as full as I've set it, and it outputs a redstone signal based on that value. So our value full for us stops here, and it powers this light and tells us that we can get it. This command block here is just what I used for setting up the scoreboard. That's just more telling you from this side anyway, telling you that your time's almost up, and this just works on the basis of this emptying. So when as it empties, these torches slowly come back on, which fires this command block. This one here isn't needed, so I'll remove that now. Out here, I've actually just got the team setups. So this is a C friendlies thing, so I haven't actually set up the command so that friendly fires off at the moment, but this was just me testing it. Basically, if a friendly or yourself is invisible, you can see them, just so you don't be like running after people trying to hit them. And even if no friendly fire was on, you would probably still run after them, chasing them, thinking that they were an enemy if you couldn't see them. So that's why I've added in that one there. The next thing along, once I get to it, that was just the scores, as you saw up there. Over here was the team setup, so say I want to join red team, I press this and it adds me to red team but takes me away from blue team. Say I want to join blue team, adds me to blue team but takes me out of red team. And that there was me just adding the team. Okay guys, this is all I've got for you so far. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.